Mike. Guess what day it is?
That's right, everybody. It's time for another Mic Drop. I'm Mike Peters, online media director here at J Miller Marketing, and today I'm going to give you the scoop on Advantage Plus. So, chances are, if you've logged into Meta recently or any time in the past year or two, you've probably seen a ton of options that start with Advantage Plus. Advantage Plus is Meta speak for AI driven. Any Advantage Plus option that you see in your ads account, that means that the underlying decisions that are being made are all AI powered. AI can be very good if it's given the right data, a lot of conversion data, a lot of training data to make the right decisions, but oftentimes in Meta we're not having a lot of data that we can share with it to make it better decisions. So what it essentially becomes is just a vacuum attached to your credit card, sucking ad dollars away. So I'm gonna talk to you about some of these Advantage Plus options and kind of give you what they're all supposed to be. When you log in, you create your first campaign, the first thing you're gonna come up to is the Advantage Plus campaign budget. This will allow the AI to decide where to spend your campaign budget within that campaign. Oftentimes, the best practice is to create multiple ad sets within one campaign. The ad sets are targeting different audiences. So you wanna give the AI the ability to spend that money dynamically. Maybe you don't want 50% of your budget going to your remarketing audience and 50% going to your general demo. You want it 70-20, or you just want to go wherever the best bang for your buck is. Advantage Plus campaign budget will accomplish that. Next up is Advantage Plus audiences. This one's pretty rough. This one, you give Meta some guidelines as to what you think your audience is, like age, demographics, maybe some interests, and then that is like a starting point for the AI. And it is not exclusive. It is not gonna target those people exclusively. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see your targeting go way broader than what you had ever anticipated with those guidelines you gave it. For example, say a Style Encore. Most of their customers are women. We set it to target only women, 24 to 55. When you run that campaign, the Advantage Plus audience is running impressions with men who are like 55 plus. Just because you set it and you told it do this, it's not gonna do that. So Advantage Plus audiences, pretty risky still. Then we have Advantage Plus placements. If you didn't know, Meta actually owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, the Facebook audience network. So all of these kind of placements, when you turn on Advantage Plus placements, you have the potential to run your message across any of those channels. The AI is going to decide where to go. So if you really just want to run an Instagram, Advantage Plus placements, not what you want to do. Then we get into the trickiest, newest stuff, all of the AI creative stuff that they're doing. So the first up, we have the Advantage Creative Image Generation. So this takes your ad and it will generate new images for that ad. And to be quite frank, they are bad. They are not good whatsoever right now, but they're still pushing them. And if you're not careful, you might accidentally just let the AI create an ad and run it for you. Then you have the creative text generation. This one's getting better actually. Just recently they released text generation based off of like personas, audience personas. So it will generate text based off of your like kind of seed text. And it'll take personas like a sustainable customer versus a teen customer versus a parent customer and kind of create unique ad copy there. What you want to make sure you're not doing is you're reading that copy to make sure it makes sense. But it is kind of a good way to get some new ad copy in there. Then we have Advantage Plus catalogs. This is if you have a shopping feed and you're feeding it to Meta, these catalog ads, the AI will basically look at the user who's about to see your ads and figure out what they're interested in the most and show them those items from your catalog. If you're running catalogs, chances are you probably have conversion data. You're seeing people who are buying online. So this one actually is pretty good use of AI if you can tie it back to online sales. Then we have a bucket called the creative enhancements. So this can be visual touch-ups. So if you upload an image for an ad, it might do some lightening or darkening or some color correcting. You have music, you can add music to a static image to kind of make it seem like a video. They can add dynamic descriptions, so they can look at the image that you uploaded and kind of the AI will figure out what the image is supposed to be about and add that as a description in your ad. That's kind of hit or miss. There are dynamic site links, so it will take your click-through URL and look across the entire site and find other site links. It can add to your ad, so there's other places where a user can click. Not particularly good when you're under a system where there's the parent domain and then you are like a slash location slash your store, because it's going to read that whole domain. And so it could be reading other store locations and putting them in as site links. So you definitely don't want to click that. And then finally, I have product tags, which are kind of related to the catalog ads, but the product tags could be going outside of your own catalog if they're connected to like one master catalog for like the entire brand. So you don't want to click those as well. As you can see, there is a ton of AI stuff and even more coming from Meta and probably other channels too. And they are going to default turn these all on. So the value of an agency like ourselves or having somebody on your staff to do it for you is that they're looking at these AI enhancements, turning them off when they're not relevant, turning them on when they are relevant. So hopefully that helps you understand what all this Advantage Plus stuff is. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me, Mike at jmillermarketing.com, and consider this mic a dropped.